He's like, well, for example, when he was in the movie when he's chasing Harvey, who he believed would to be Batman, he's like, I don't know if he necessarily. He's like, if I get caught, I'll get out. If I kill Harvey and he happens to be Batman, great. If he's not Batman, great. I don't care. He's just creating chaos, and you can't anticipate what he's going to do because you're a sane person. He has zero motives. You can't understand that, and so that's why he's fantastic. You got one, Blow?
Dude, I do love Carnage. I do love Joker, but I'm going to go more to a movie route rather than a comic book route. I would say Darth Vader is one.
Oh yeah,
Hannibal Lecter is two.
Yeah,
and then Denzel Washington from Training Day.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. What was his name in that? Do you remember?
Dude, I can't remember.
Buddy Denzel Washington's name in Training Day.
I can't remember his character. No, but
Hans.
Maybe Hobbs. I'm not sure, but I can't remember exactly. But just the way he portrays a flipped cop, a guy who's more focused on money, and it's such a good fucking movie. Good. It's so good movie, and just Hannibal Lecter too. Just a psychopath, and somebody that's out for what his pleasure, and that's about it, And then
solid, man.
And Darth Vader just ruling the galaxy.
Yeah.
Wants to get back for all the shit that he had to go through.
I was thinking if we were to have in the first episode we did a Mount Rushmore of superheroes. If we had a Mount Rushmore of villains, Darth Vader has to.
Well, let's fucking do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I would say Darth Vader, Joker, hands down one of the two of the four. Does anybody disagree with those two? We'd have to come up with the third and the fourth.
I don't know. I think Buddy's going to interject here.
He's got a sweet name, Detective Alonzo Harris.
Oh, Alonzo. We were totally off.
Buddy.
Hans?
Buddy, who are your bad guys?
Who are your bad guys? He's going to say like the Winnie the Pooh. I swear to God. He's a Winnie the Pooh.
Alonzo, I don't know. Hang on, let me think again.
He's got it stuck in his head.
I have a good one. I don't want to take words out of your mouth, buddy, but I have a good one that I feel like you would agree with. And I would say, I think Ganon. Ganondorf from Zelda, I think is pretty good. Or
Bowser.
Even Bowser, like, if we're being real, right? I mean, it is storming. It is storming as we're talking about villains. This is unbelievable. You can't write this. Nick, do you have any bad guys that you
What are your
favorite
bad guys?
What are your favorite bad guys?
Anything.
Probably go with you.
Who? We can't. That won't work. You got to talk in the mic.
Joker's good. I think Joker everyone can agree with, right? I mean, that's just like
especially the recent
Batman.
Joker, too.
Yeah. Even the old one, like Mark Hamill and stuff, too. It's pretty
Jack
cool.
Nicholson?
Yep. Jack Nicholson was great. Is it Nicholson or Nicholas? I always get him confused.
Nicholas, yeah, I was wrong.
I honestly don't remember which one's the guy
Excuse
and
that.
which one's the actor.
My favorite villain,
Too much
and
slack.
they kind of all. It's a type of hero, and there's there's a lot of them. My favorite hero of all time is Apocalypse. He's my favorite, and now I'm talking about the Apocalypse saga. If you haven't read, that's very good. The movie was very different. There's
from X-Men?
Yeah,
Okay.
a very similar hero or villain. Darkseid's very similar. Thanos is very similar. They're all this omnipotent villains that are just so powerful that like nobody. And usually there's just like some. Like Xavier is the only person that could beat Apocalypse, and since he didn't exist in the Apocalypse saga, Apocalypse came to be. It's so funny that Darkseid, spoiler alert, is beaten by Batman, and that's just so cool to me. Like the most powerful, omnipotent person, and Batman is the one that finds a way, and Superman couldn't even do it.
Who knows, though? Who knows?
Thanos is killed by Warlock, which is another very powerful being. I'm not a big fan of Thanos. Actually, if you guys know the real story behind Thanos, he's the reason he's doing everything he's doing is to impress his girl, Death. The Mistress Death. Yeah, the reason he's collecting the Infinity Wards is to impress his girlfriend. I can't imagine that's really what they're going to do.
Thanos is from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
He's from
Marvel in general.
He's Marvel bad
guy. He's just a Marvel bad guy.
Well,
He fights the
that's
Avengers.
like the base of the story for Guardians of the Galaxy.
They're also
so
like
far.
they're alluding to him in all the Avengers movies and stuff.
I've heard about that. Yeah,
so they're leading toward.
I can't
the
imagine they're
Infinity
going to
War.
go along that storyline of, hey, he used to be
I
a
think they can.
pacifist. He used to be a pacifist, and then there's this like Joker Harley Quinn, where the Joker kind of he doesn't really care for Harley. He kind of strings her along for torture, and it's kind of entertainment for him. It's the same thing. Death, by the way, strings Thanos along, and Thanos is in love with her and wants to impress her, so he collects the Infinity World and destroys life across the galaxy to impress her. And
What
she
a
kind of
douche.
and it's such a to me it's a lame story, but he's still very powerful.
Yeah.
He actually ends up being a good guy.
Good
If
job,
you guys
Thanos.
do that.
All right, let's
after
do
a
it.
chick.
We're gonna do the Mount Rushmore of
Okay.
villains. We got to come up with our top 4 villains. Do you guys remember our heroes? Does anybody remember our heroes?
Ooh,
Listen back to episode number 1.
Yeah. Let's not.
It was
Deadpool
Deadpool,
was on
there.
Batman. Was shit.
I think Superman was on there, wasn't he?
No.
No, Superman didn't make it.
He didn't. Wow, man.
Okay, anyways, listen
Whatever.
back to episode number 1 if you want to hear it. But we're going to talk about our top 4
How
villains. I think we can
memorable
all agree on Mr. J, the Joker,
I think
right?
both
How did I
Jay
get
and
these
what was the other one we
stars?
mentioned? Was shit.
Well, shit.
Well, I don't know. I also would put a rich, powerful figure like a Kingpin or a Lex Luthor. I would
I think Lex Luthor
those
is more
guys
Kingpin.
are interesting because they're not powerful yet. They're a thorn in Superman's side. Superman's a god.
I think Luthor is a more interesting choice for that.
I think, but the Kingpin portrayal in Daredevil though
It's
is
pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, the new one.
The new one.
Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Do you put an anti-hero / villainy, like someone like Venom, on this wall
but I don't
to
know if
represent that side?
like a lawful or like a chaotic good
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I
I don't know if Venom makes it though. I don't know. I do agree with the Joker pick. I think Lex Luthor is
I
definitely.
think
Magneto?
Darth Vader is definitely on there.
I
Yeah.
feel like Magneto needs
Well,
to be on
that's
there.
what it was.
You can't leave off Darth Vader though.
Oh yeah, that was who.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I think we just
So
got
then
it.
we do that 4 right there.
The
Joker,
Joker,
Darth Vader, Lex Luthor, and
Magneto.
Magneto.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really happy with that.
That's
I don't
good.
think.
That
I
was
think,
super-
I think we just kind of
By the
stumbled
way,
in
way
there.
faster than episode 1. We
Yeah,
came up
well,
with that.
we're getting better,
I think
guys.
it's so hard to pick like a superhero rather than a villain because there's so like a villain has to be like it has to prolong itself.
Yeah.
rather than
We're
a
getting
superhero.
better.
You're right. That's a very good point because like you follow the superhero saga their whole life, while
Yeah.
a villain just comes in, is defeated, and leaves. Right?
Yeah, and then
And
comes back again.
The ones that
Somewhere.
are memorable are like the ones that really cause a
Yeah.
huge.
Who are your
storm.
favorite video game villains? Any ideas
no,
there?
this
Like,
is
if
gonna
you had
be
to think
fucking
about. So I'm gonna bring up Ganondorf again. Like to me, I think Ganondorf is.
I like Ganondorf as a person, not as a monster. Though.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I like him as a powerful being rather than like this just big monster that doesn't talk.
Yeah. Here's like my biggest gripe with like the Call of Duty games. Like I enjoy.
There's no
Yeah, I enjoy the
singular
campaign or I enjoy playing them, but they're just mindless and there's not a bad guy.
I think, but I would say the first initial Call of Duties had a good story. Like even though it didn't have a main villain, I still like there's a good story behind it. And
I still feel like I'm in the minority that I play Call
Really?
of Duty for the story.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
No,
really
I don't
enjoy
think,
playing
I
the
don't
story.
think you're the minority at all. Though,
Really?
because I think really people really want to get back to that, and that's why they're going to go back to
World
their
War II?
roots.
That's
Yeah,
what I heard,
to
yeah.
their roots, and
Yeah.
like really build a story out for makes you want to play the campaign first rather than jumping into multiplayer.
That's cool.
Because right now, what's going on, and what have I basing off what I've experienced is that.
I suck at it.
So basically, what I've experienced is that I jump into multiplayer because I was like, I don't want to fucking play like a 30-minute like fucking story. Like I don't. That's not any worth to me at all.
Yeah.
Just because I want to get a fucking trophy, like no, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to play that.
I'm
I'll
on
just
your
play
side
fucking
there,
multiplayer and get and level up in that and have fun with that until I get annoyed that every little kid is just using nuke and grenades.
Different ways to call you a homosexual.
So I did I say that?
No. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Yeah, you're good. You're safe.
Did I
You're
say
safe.
something that I should have said?
No.
Okay, you freaked
Buddy.
me out.
You're out.
Yeah, hands down, favorite video game villain. Did you guys ever play the N64 game Rocket Robot on Wheels?
Man, I wish I said
Nobody
that.
in
it's
their
very
life
specific.
played that
I
but
don't know
you.
what that is.
The premise of
What
this
the hell
game
is
is they're at a theme park, and there's a guy who runs the theme park, and he has a robot that does all his tasks for him, and he also has a pet raccoon. And the raccoon is jealous that the robot gets all the attention, so he escapes and takes over the theme park. And like the whole last level is like this raccoon's vision of what the theme park could
But
be.
we
And you have to
can't-
go and like destroy his big robot.
We
It's
can't
awesome.
laugh, like, because this is a game.
N64, you said?
You can't
Yeah,
laugh
I'll let you
at
borrow
this.
it. Rocket Robot on Wheels, Evil Raccoon. I forget. He has a name. I forget what it is, but that is my.
But this is a Nintendo man though. You can't laugh at that.
That's true,
because
this man knows.
He's only played
man is
Nintendo,
Nintendo.
and that's fine. You know, like I'm not passing judgment on you.
It's amazing.
It's just the weirdest.
I love
It's
it.
a weird villain.
I love it.
It's
I
a weird
absolutely
villain.
love it. You would come up with that, but that's so.
But Nintendo, if you think about it, Nintendo is made for a specific audience. You know, it's not gory in any way,
Yeah.
and games are just fun and trying to bring light to life, you know, and bring the happiness to life. And even though he's a villain, it's probably not that bad of a game. It's probably like not like scary in any way or anything. It's made for all ages, you know.
If it was scary, I wouldn't be playing it. So.
See, there you go.
My friend, we played share the games all the time.
Oh, nice. All right, so guys, it's time for the part of our show where we engage in a little game we like to call scenarios. Scenarios, as you guys know, there are a couple different ways that our two co-hosts here can earn points on the show. It's either,
fucking tied, right?
Game of the week. It's not quite tied. Wyatt is up 3-2.
It's tied.
It is 3-2. Wyatt is up by
I don't
1.
take last week as 1.
As you know, today on the show, I will pose a scenario to our two co-hosts. They will have to come up with an answer that satisfies me and our studio audience and Buddy, our fact checker. Based on what we decide, the winner of this game will receive 1 point and 1 point toward the grand prize, which is a golden Xbox controller, which I still have not made, and I will make at the end of the year.
What kind of controller, though?
It is an Xbox, the Duke controller. That's right, an
Okay,
original
all right.
Xbox controller.
See if it's still the same controller.
That you can put on your desk at work, and everyone will say, "What's that controller?" You'll be like, "It's from my podcast," and they'll be like, "What podcast?" And you'll tell them, they'll be like,
Like,
"I
hold
don't
on
know
to
what
your
it's
All
about."
my work buddies sound like Brogan.
Ladies and gentlemen, quick plug. If you want to reach out to us here on the show, feel free to do so at geeks@hotyb.co. That's geeks@hotyb.co. You can give us suggestions for the scenario section, or you can just ask us questions that we'll read here on the air every week. And the first person to do that will get a copy of a video game, a digital download for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One. So again, please feel free to reach out to us, geeks@hotyb.co. So, today on Scenarios, guys.
What is it? Give it to us.
You think you know, but you have no idea. I'm switching it on
I
you.
knew you were going to do it.
I'm switching it on you. Today's scenario has nothing to do with villains. I appreciated our villain show today. I really did. I appreciate our villain show. But I have a great question for you guys today. The question is,
What is it?
in the event of a zombie apocalypse, and all hell breaks loose, you have to get to a safe haven. You have to get you and your family and your friends and your loved ones to a safe haven that you can board up and be in and wait out the zombie apocalypse. Either wait it out or fight it off. Damn. You have to find the suitable scenario to do that in. I need to hear from both of you what
Question
your
round.
place would be and how you will barricade it and how you will weather 3 months of a zombie apocalypse.
3 months?
That's
Jesus.
3 months. 3 months of a zombie apocalypse. Not that long in the grand scheme of things. You have 3 months to weather it, survive it, and be saved by the governments that be. The question round is now open. You have a certain amount of time to ask me questions about the scenario, at which point I will cut it off, and you will have to give me your answers, and then in a debate fashion, defend.
So what do you have when this breaks out? What's on you? What?
Anything reasonable that you could grab from a home.
A home. Okay.
What type of zombies? I need a description of these zombies.
You're talking your standard
Walking Dead?
Your standard George A. Romero zombies. They're not running. They're not
Thank
running
God.
at
So
you.
the slow Romeros,
They're slows.
not the fast Romeros.
Yeah, they're not sprinting at you, but they're slow and
Slow
they're tough.
Romeros.
He made both of
You
them.
got time.
He made both of them. He
Right.
also made fire-breathing ones before.
Holy shit. That would suck. How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, no fire
It was
breathers.
a magical zombie.
Apparently. Mythical zombies.
Like on Black.
I don't know.
So these are slow zombies, but in mass quantity.
Where are you when this happens?
You're at your house.
That's all you can. So can we decide where we are, or is it?
Yeah, that's the whole point. You have time to get to a place.
Okay.
And you got to get to that place. You got to tell me which.
Where
place
are
you're
you
going to.
located? I guess what metropolitan area are you?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Or a similar
City.
Okay.
Am I with anybody? Am I responsible for anybody?
You said family.
Whoever you want to be responsible for.
So nobody.
So there's no
there you go.
kids. Sorry, buddy.
Man,
Sorry, buddy. You're out. You're dead.
Well,
Dead.
I mean, I'll bring people along in case I have to eat them.
Ooh, wow. Dark.
It's a little hypocritical, don't you think, in a zombie apocalypse?
Would you want to eat them? Could you turn into? How do you turn into a zombie?
Just getting bit.
Just get bit.
So the normal bit. But
So not like dying.
Nope.
Okay.
It's no
Getting bit.
magical.
Yep.
This is all no magic involved.
It's just normal zombie shit.
Normal zombies.
So how do you kill a zombie?
Shoot them in the head.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Burn them or shoot them in the head.
Burn them or shoot them in the head. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
So you're a metropolitan area like Columbus, a
You
small
gotta get
city.
to a safe place to weather
Safe
3 months
place,
of
3
this
months.
outbreak.
Now, is there? So if I were to say I need to get to Australia, and you're going to go, no, that doesn't.
I'm going to say no because
That's-
you're not going to get there.
You're not going
It
to get.
has to be reasonable.
What's reasonable? Define reasonable. Is Florida
The
reasonable?
distance.
You can drive there
So, like
in
Florida.
less than 3 days.
Okay.
Yes, you can
So
go
that's
wherever.
the
Yes.
entire country.
That's pretty
You can
much
get
the
to
entire
California in 3 days.
Yes, he absolutely
So
had
about
to.
3,000